And I saw you say something about that. You posted a picture recently, like something about going out to L.A. You shared a story about Kanye and going out to L.A. and then how somehow he met ASAP Rocky doing fashion or something. Can you talk a little bit about that as well?
So first off, like the weekend before, I got a homeboy, Atlanta homeboy. See, I'm gonna tell you something how this worked in our business. I got a homeboy that had blew up in remember the reality shows when they popped off and everybody had reality shows and it was big back in the day.
Yep.
Well, my homeboy was a producer on a reality show, and his bread popped off. Right. He was renting a mansion in the Hollywood Hills. And I had flew out there and kicked it with it one weekend. I was like, bro, you living, bro. Like you can see all of downtown LA.
Oh, man.
Like he got the big pool, he got the fake volleyball net with the beach, fake sand. Then you got a hot tub over here, and then the guest room had a big ass balcony, and then his bedroom had a balcony from here to down there. I mean, it was like, bro, you living. Damn. So I said to him, so I hit him. I said, hey, bro, I want to come out to LA. And mind you, I work for Delta. I fly free. So I get the kids, and I say, hey, man, but I want to bring my kids, man. I really want them to see how you living, bro. He's like, I be having ladies in and out. You know what I mean? Yeah. I said, hey, bro, I promise you, we in the streets. I'm trying to show my kids LA. This is their first time in LA. I'm trying to show them LA. We just want to lay our head in your crib, but after that, we gone.
Right.
He agreed to it. Bro, when we pulled up to the house and the kids saw the house, man, you talking about black kids, man, that really see what they see where they from.
Right.
So you take them out to California and they first time and you take them to a house in the Hollywood Hills.
Mind blowing.
Bruh, my son was like, he said, Dad, I want to live like this one day. Bro, I want to live like this one day. So I told my partner, I said, bruh, let me tell you something, man. I said, you gave my kids the biggest gift I could get them to see something different. Now, this was like 7-8 years ago. Bro, he texted me. I got to show you. He texted me day before yesterday. Mind you, this was like 7-8 years ago. He said, he found a note I left him on a napkin at his crib. Thank you, fam. This is me to him. Thank you, fam. You have enriched my kid's life with this trip. Forever grateful, Shannon.
Man.
He just sent me that. And he said in the text, fam, you said one day that the trip to my house helped Lil Boat blossom. And I said, bro, it did. I said, because you allowed my son to see how you was living.
Yeah, planted the seed.
He planted the seed. Man. And not only did he plant the seed, when we got there, when we landed in LA, before we got to the house, when we landed in LA, it was a dude outside, and Miles at this point, he in 10th grade. He done been around so many rappers. He go everywhere with me. Bro, he was spazzing over this little dude outside of the airport in baggage claim. I was like, damn, what was this? Like, he was like, Dad, that's such and such, such and such. So who is that? He said, he worked with ASAP Rocky and Kanye. He the creative stylist, and he this and he that in the style game. I said, wow. So Miles go over and introduce himself to the dude. Miles take a picture with him, want to take a picture with the dude. He said, hey, man, take my number down. They exchanged phone numbers. Then we leave to go to the mansion. Then we fly back to Atlanta that Sunday. Bruh, by Wednesday, my son is like, Dad, dude invited me to LA. And can I go? I said, yeah, I'm cool with it. Your mom cool with it? She was like, but I said, he had proved to me that he was the type of young man, the kid, that I could trust at 16 years old to go fly to LA for the weekend by himself.
Wow.
I let my kid go fly to LA for the weekend. Yeah, man, 10th grade.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that took him out of school on that Friday and let him go, But when he landed and he got there and kicked it, he sent me a selfie. He said, Dad, I'm in ASAP Rocky crib. I'm going to spend the night here tonight. ASAP started messing with him, right? They go to the studio. Who's at the studio? Kanye. Kanye sees Miles. Miles is in high school, bro. Kanye sees Miles. No, Miles is, by this time, I think Miles is in 11th grade. But anyway, Kanye sees Miles. I said, hey, man, I like you. You remind me of myself. Can you come to New York Friday. Can you come to New York like next Friday or whatever? Miles said, yeah, my dad worked for Delta. He flies home. We decide that we're going to let him go to New York. I don't know what Kanye need with him, but we're going to let him go to New York. Flies to New York. He does a fitting for the Yeezy fashion show, bro.
And this was before he started rapping.
He ain't even rapping.
He ain't rapping.
No, he's in high school. This is just him flying out on the weekends that he had met that dude in L.A. He ain't no Lil Yachty. He ain't no Lil Boat. He ain't nothing. He just Miles. Bruh, he goes and does the Yeezy fashion show. And you can Google this. And Kanye put him in the front. With that red hair, everybody else had on this color, like a tan color. Kanye put him on the front with a red sweatshirt and the red hair. And man, that next day, bruh, he was everywhere. I mean, he was on People.com. He was on Vogue.com. He was everywhere. And shit just changed overnight. And he just became that it dude. So now we thinking, okay, he gonna be a little street fashion model. That's what I'm thinking. You finna pop your little fashion game off now. The brands is finna come. Like, bruh, it was crazy. So I come home and I hit Coach K. And I say to him, no, let me back up. Let me give you a little back up. By this time, he had done, his boys are rapping, right? And they egg him on to get in the booth to do a song. He do the song. His song take off. He put it on SoundCloud and it started growing. It started growing legs. A kid take his song and put it on Twitter or something and do a video to it, and it goes viral. Now everybody want to know who's the dude singing the song. And so now you just coming off this Yeezy fashion show at Madison Square Garden to now your song on SoundCloud is going viral. So I hit Coach K, which I didn't know. Miles had hit Coach K months before in his DM and said, hey, bro, I think I'm going to be that next guy. I think I'm going to be that next dude. But Coach didn't answer his DM. Coach get 100,000.
He probably get a lot of them, yeah.
Bruh, from these kids saying they that next dude. So he didn't even open Miles' DM. But because I done shot Jeezy, I done ran around Atlanta with Coach because we in the same circle. I hear Coach. I'm like, yo, man, my son kind of making a little noise. He said, who's your son? Miles? I said, yeah, Miles. He said, bring him to the studio tomorrow. Bring him to the studio. He see Miles appeal. Red hair, a little swaggy little kid, right? He said, hey, man, you need to let me have him, Shannon. I can turn him into that next dude. Still didn't sign with him yet. 2 or 3 days later, he said, man, I'm going to take him to New York. I'm going to take him to Spotify. I'm going to take him to YouTube. I'm going to take him to Complex. I'm going to let them see who he is. And he took him to all these different places. Is this the kid that was in Kanye's fashion show? And next thing you know, man, he just started putting him around. You went from being around the little dudes making beats in a closet to now you with some of the biggest names. You know, you at Rick Rubin house. And Rick Rubin put him with Drum and they did Broccoli.
Broccoli, yep.
And that was Rick Rubin's idea. But you got the Rick Rubin house through Coach K. And you got the Coach K through your dad.
Yep.
So it's all if I had bad character, if I was one of them shady cats, Coach K wouldn't have took my call, man. I don't care about your son.
Yep. Y'all had that solid relationship. And it's
solid, bro.
Kind of like that 6 degrees of separation where everybody knows somebody, and it's like a matter of time before everything just connects.
It links up. And I don't be trying to be on no brag shit, but when you got a solid foundation, you got solid character, people rock with you. Absolutely. And they'll listen to you. They'll at least sit at the table or take your call. You know what I mean? And that's what happened.
Absolutely.
And the rest is kind of history.